Hey Yogi, I'm Amber from the Desert Daydreamer. Welcome to my channel. Today's class is going to be a shoulder mobility and strength yoga flow that's going to be great for so many things. If you're working on arm balances or inversions, shoulder mobility and strength is very important. If you've just had a long day at work, maybe sitting in your car or at your desk and your neck and shoulders are feeling a little bit tight, this will also be very helpful. Or if you just finished an upper body workout maybe, then this will be a great cool down and stretch for that. So you will need one strap. If you don't have a strap, you could easily use a belt instead. Otherwise, roll out your mat, grab some water, and we'll get started. All right, friends, we're going to begin seated at the back of the mat. Go ahead and open your knees out to the sides of your mat, just as wide as is comfortable. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Bring your forehead down for a child's pose. Just taking a couple breaths here, allowing the tension to melt out of your neck and shoulders. And then I want you to just lift your head slightly, and you're going to bring your right arm underneath the left, palm facing up, and you can either bring your right ear down to the mat or you can bring your forehead down to make this a little bit deeper. And pushing yourself up slightly, releasing and taking it to the opposite side. Just a very gentle thread the needle variation. Go ahead and bring your left hand back to the mat. Walk your hands in just a couple of inches and then bring your knees together and walk your hands back out, coming into a child's pose once again. This time your knees and your feet are together. And from here, we're going to work with our breath a little bit. So begin to take a very slow and deep inhale, really trying to make it slow and drawn out. So inhale, round up, coming through your all fours position and all the way forward into a cobra. Your knees and your thighs are grounded. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, arch the back, press back into that child's pose. And then again, inhale nice and slow, rounding forward, open the chest, open the collarbones. Exhale, press it back, arch the back. And one more time, inhaling forward. And this time, instead of exhaling all the way back, we're just going to come back into a tabletop position. So your shoulders are over your wrists, hips over the knees. From here, reach your hands to the top of the mat, keep the hips stacked over the knees, and bring your chest and forehead down, coming into a puppy pose. And if you'd like, you always have an option to place 2 blocks under your hands here to make this even deeper. Beautiful job. Now let's begin to press back up. Walk your hands in just about halfway. And from here, we're going to take a full thread the needle. So bring your right arm underneath the left. Right ear can come down. And then you can keep your left hand by your face, or you can also reach it to the top of the mat, really trying to square off those shoulders. Keeping those hips pressing back slightly. And from here, slide your left hand right back so that it's in front of your face. Push yourself up, plant the right hand down, and let's take it to the other side. This time, left arm coming underneath the right. Again, palm facing up. And if you'd like, you can reach the right hand to the top of the mat. Beautiful job, my friend. Let's come out the same way that we came in, making your way to a tabletop position. From here, pull in your core, send the right toes back, then the left, coming into a quick plank position. Really think of pushing the mat away from you. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And if you're feeling tight in your hamstrings and your calves, go ahead and bend your knees pretty generously right here. And this way you can really focus on lengthening through your spine, pulling your shoulders away from your ears. This should feel really good all throughout your back. And otherwise, if you're feeling fabulous, go ahead and straighten those legs and press those heels towards the mat. Beautiful. From here, look up towards your hands, bend your knees if they're not already, and begin to walk your feet up to meet your hands. Keeping your feet about hips distance, generously bend your knees. Try to make contact with your thighs and your stomach. Reach your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and stretch your hands up and over towards the top of your mat. And you can even add a little rock side to side here, taking a ragdoll variation. Allow your head and neck to hang heavy. From here, release your hands and inhale, roll yourself all the way up to standing, nice and slow. Head comes up last. Beautiful job. From here, reach your hands straight out in front of you. So they should be parallel with your shoulders. You're going to bring your right arm underneath your left. Now from here, if you're really, really tight in your shoulders, you might just grab onto your shoulders. Otherwise, you can bring the backs of your hands together. And to go even a little further, you can try to bring your palms to touch, taking our eagle arms, making sure that your wrists are stacked right over your elbows, broadening through your upper back. This should feel really good in your shoulders. And if you like to take the full eagle pose, then go ahead and shift your weight slightly into your left foot. Bring your right knee up and then cross it over your left leg, finding something still to look at. And if you're struggling with the balance, there's no need to do the legs here. You can totally just stick with the arms, taking it to your own level. One more breath here. And on your exhale, let's release. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, open your chest, gaze shifts up. And maybe you even begin to take a little back bend. Maybe you release the head back if it feels good. Coming back up to center. Bring the hands right out in front of your shoulders once again. This time, left arm comes under the right. And whatever arm variation feels good to you, go ahead and take that one. No need to do exactly what you did on the other side. And again, option to stay here or option to shift your weight slightly into your right foot. Left knee lifts up and then left leg crosses over top of the right, squatting down. One more breath. And on your exhale, unravel, release. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive it down, forward fold, bending from the hips. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands down, step back into a plank position. And again, we're going to hold here, drawing your navel towards your spine, pushing the mat away from you. You've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Awesome job. On your next inhale, reach your right leg back behind you, extend, bend the knee, bring it into your chest and step that foot up in between your hands. Back knee comes down. You can untuck the back toes. And before you come all the way up, go ahead and grab onto your strap or your belt. And you're gonna bring your hands a bit wider than shoulders distance. From here, reach those hands up overhead, holding onto the strap. Inhale, sink your hips forward a little bit more, keep your core engaged, and just bring your hands slightly behind your head. So you're not bringing them all the way back behind you. We're just opening the chest here. It's really important that you keep your core engaged here, so you're not turning this into a back bend. You're not going like this. You want to really keep this stretch in the shoulder area. Two more breaths. And let's release. Go ahead and place that strap over to the side of the mat. Bring your hands down, tuck your back toes, step the right foot back, and right up into your downward facing dog. Awesome job. Going right into the other side. Left leg reaches back behind you. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Bring it into your chest and step it up to the top of the mat, or towards the top of the mat. Right knee comes down. Untuck the toes. Come up halfway to your fingertips. Grab onto that strap once again. This time, you're going to keep your hands about shoulders width. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink your hips forward and down a little bit. You might not be able to bring your arms as far back. That's okay. Just do your best. Core is engaged. And release the hands. Move the strap over to the side. Plant the hands down. Tuck your back toes. Step the right foot back and come into your plank your down dog one more time. From here, make your way down to your knees. Coming into a seated position. Grabbing onto that strap one last time. And you're going to bring your hands pretty wide for this. So definitely wider than shoulders distance. Inhale your arms up overhead. Hold here. And as you exhale, see if you can begin to bring your arms all the way back. And if you can't, don't push it. You can also spread your hands wider to make this a little more gentle. And you really don't want to let your hands snap back, because if you do that, you can really hurt yourself. So you want to make sure that you're doing this with control. Exhaling them all the way down, and then see if you can inhale them back up. And over to the front. I actually need to do my hands a little wider. Inhale. If you can't go all the way back, that's okay. Just go as far as you can. If you're right here, that's great. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful job. Move your strap over to the side. Keep your knees and your feet together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come into a child's pose, but bring your hands down by your side, palms facing up. All right. And let's inhale, come up to a seated position. Exhale out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Fill your lungs. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Bring your hands down to your heart. And just taking a moment here, bowing your head down towards your hands and your heart, expressing gratitude for your practice, for your beautiful body. It's been my honor to guide you. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.